Now baseball under the lights of Wrigley Field in Chicago. Tonight the opener of a 3-game series between the Cincinnati Reds and the Chicago Cubs. Two potential X factors in this series right there. The first game is coming up. Ken Charles, the California-born right-hander, is on the mound. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, this guy loves pitching at home. He's had a little bit of a rough go pitching on the road so far this season, but he's pitched really well in his home environment, and I'm sure he's glad and comfortable that he's pitching at home in this one. Hopefully, he can string together another strong home start.
Hit in the air toward the gap in right center. Chasing after it is Williams. He's got it. A nice play there. 2 away. And a moment now to glance at the Reds lineup card in this one. Vero, give us what you have on this lineup as they start a new season. Now at the plate, King Bishop. He'll get to take his first cuts here.
King Bishop.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. And a neck-high fastball that time. And, guys, as we take a look at the Reds entering play here tonight, they come in not exactly setting the world on fire as they've dropped 5 of their last 8 ball games.
Yeah, Matty, these players got in their cars today to drive to the stadium focused on one thing. Not who was going to be the hero, just the fact that they needed a W and that one of their teammates, whether it's them or someone else, has to come up with a big knock.
Fastball runs in tight here, and it's 2-1.
I don't blame him for not coming over the heart of the plate. He circled this guy on the lineup card when he got to the yard today. He's been swinging one of the hotter bats in the game.
Russell, base runner at first with 1 out. There he goes.
Go hard, go hard, go hard.
Throw on to first, 2 gone. And a chance now from the north side of Chicago to check out the Cubs. Gavin Cecchini next.
Shortstop, Gavin Cecchini.
Is swung on and driven out to right center field. A ball that's well hit. And that's going to be off the ivy-covered wall. Around second now, and they still haven't flagged this one down. And he is into third with a 2-out triple. So that's his 3rd triple of the year.
Yeah, that's not a ton, Matt.
Digging in for his second at-bat, King Bishop, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third from the stretch. And there's one well above the zone for a ball. Here it comes, 1-0. And the changeup is way low that time.
Hey, he's going to have to forget about that triple right there and bear down on this next batter. Have confidence in his catcher if he wants to bounce something and be on the attack.
Here he comes on 2-0. Too high. And it's 3-0.
You can bet he's salivating a little in the box right now. He likes to drive in runs, and he's got a great situation and count to do that right here.
Taking all the way, and that's what you call a plausible strike there. It's 3-1 now. 2 outs here with a runner at third. Fouled away. Three-two pitch. Locks him up for strike 3. No damage done after the 2-out triple. We're back to Friday Night Baseball on the show. Ready for another shot now. Brian Anderson. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. 0-2 pitch is swung on and lifted in the air out to center field. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. Nothing across here this half. 2, 3, and 4 due up in the home. The next Cub up, King Bishop. He got called out on strikes his last time through. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Swinging a ball hit on the ground. No runs, 3 hits. No errors so far for the Cubbies. Set to deliver on 0-2. Here it comes. And it's fouled away. The 0-2 once more. Misses. That's ball 1. Here's a high pop-up. Cicchini over to his left. 2 down. Trying to pick things up where he left off. Sean Feliz. He'll start the 7th in what's been a fast-moving pitcher's duel to date. Hit hard up the middle. A diving try, but he can't haul it in. It's through for a base hit.
I mean, that has to frustrate the guy on the mound right there. You get him down 0-2, no put-away pitch.
Back to the top of the Reds lineup now, and stepping in, Samuel Castro. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Swing and a drive to right. There it goes. Into the bleachers and gone. Solo shot to right center as they take the lead. It's 2-1.
Wow, that's what a pitcher gets for not putting what he thought was a bad call in the rearview mirror. I think he was still fuming and didn't get.
At the plate, King Bishop. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once. First pitch coming. Here it is. Fouled off. 1 run, 4 hits. No errors so far for the Cubbies. Just couldn't pull that one back in time. It's 0-2 now. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. And trouble it is. It's down for extra bases. The relay, and he's able to hustle his way up to second as he'll reach here with a 2-base hit. Finally, a little something for them to get excited about.
Yeah, a rally can begin with the single swing of the bat, and this might be their chance right here. They've struggled to produce a lot of runs, but there he is at second base. A shot to the outfield scores it. Then who knows what kind of roll they could get on. Got to take it one good at-bat at a time.
So in now for Chicago, Nick Williams, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. This one's down to third. And 8 innings have come and gone now as the inning is over. Danger averted following the 2-out double. We're back to Friday Night Baseball on the show. Back here in Chicago with a great view of downtown as we're set here to start the 9th inning from Wrigley. So the batting order turns over now and set to go Samuel Castro. He's 1 for 4 for the game. 3-2 pitch. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. Williams looks up into the bleachers and gone. A solo shot here to straightaway right field as they've taken the lead. It's now 3-2. Gavin Cicchini next.
The batter, number 2, shortstop, Gavin Cicchini.
Line towards center field. And he will get there to make the running play, and that will end the inning. So they pick up a run on the solo home run, as that'll give them the lead. So now we'll see if these guys...
Hey, it took them an extra frame to do it, but hey, they're not going to complain as they lock up a nice road victory here in 10 innings.
3-2 the finish in tonight's game. Cincinnati come out on top for their 30th victory. David Goodson gets the win in relief, his second. We are set to bring you baseball from one of the crown jewels of the sport, venerable Wrigley Field in Chicago. Tonight, Game 2 of this 3-game series between the Cincinnati Reds and the Chicago Cubs. Philip Park will be on the bump for Game 2 of the series. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, you can tell by this strikeout-to-walk ratio, 2-to-1, that this guy is more a pitch-to-contact guy than a strikeout-walk guy.
Drilled right back up the middle, and that'll find its way into center field for a one-out hit.
Hold it.
Man, I thought this at-bat was over. Down 0-2, he's able to work himself back into a hit.
Stepping in, King Bishop. He begins this one with the 4th best batting average in the National League. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Lined hard toward right center, but this will not get out there deep enough as it's run down by the right fielder in the alley for the second out. And a chance now from the north side of Chicago to check. In now for the Reds, Samuel Castro. He reached on a single in his first try. Here's the 1-1. Line toward the alley in left center. De La Rosa is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. One left for Cincinnati, but they hold a 2-0 lead. Ready now for Cincinnati, Jack Reinheimer. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. Ready with the 0-1. Oh, this ball is hammered to deep center field. Into the bleachers and gone. Two-run shot to straightaway center. 7 home runs for him on the year now. And the Red Leg. Stepping in, King Bishop. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
The 1-0 home is a changeup that drops below the knees for a ball.
That's a great job of keeping your hands back. You could tell he was totally fooled. His hip started leaking a little bit, but he was able to stay strong enough with his hands not to overcommit.
3-0 now. Nick Williams waits on deck. Looking to fade his first walk. Here it comes. 3-1 to him now. The 3-1. Can't keep that one fair either, and now the count is full. The 3-2 pitch. And that misses for ball 4. It's a leadoff walk that starts the bottom of the 4th.
Well, the reason power hitters generally draw more walks than other guys is exactly what we saw right there. Pitchers work around them and nibble the corners a lot more so they don't get burned. He made some good pitches, but he just couldn't get him to chase enough out of his own.
Here's a drive out toward the gap in left center. Bishop rounds the corner and is headed home. The tag, and he's safe. As they get on the scoreboard here, it's a 5-1 ball game.
The pitcher was spotting his pitches effectively until now, working the edges, painting the corners, but he left this one right over the plate, and it cost him with an RBI extra base hit.
Now in the box, King, Bishop, and their runners at the corners now. He's set. Here it comes. And a fastball's off the plate away. It's ball one. 2 runs, 5 hits. No errors so far for the Cubbies. A 2-ball, no strike count to the Cubs center fielder.
Well, here's a guy we know is swinging it pretty well at the plate lately, and based on those last 2 pitches, I think I know why. He's doing a great job of putting himself at counts where he's likely to be successful.
Now the 2-0 home. There's a high drive to left, back toward the wall, but he's going to run out of room. It's gone! So a 3-run blast and even 30 home runs on the year as we are all tied at 5.
Looking at that pitch again, you can see he just flat out missed his location. You put that pitch right there and he's going to tattoo it. Now we're all tied up again, starting this thing all over.
Digging in and looking for more, Brian Anderson. Last time through was a base hit. The 2-2. Hit high and deep out to left center field. Bishop going back on it. On the warning track, he makes the catch. All right, so time now for the Cubs Road to the Show report, as we see a couple of prospects who have been performing at a high level in the upper minors. Striding in, King, Bishop. We'll see if he can come through in a clutch spot here. 2 on, 2 out here in inning number 6.
Yeah, that last at-bat, Daddy, he turned that fastball around. He didn't hit it a ton. He didn't hit it a country mile. But, hey, listen, a home run is a home run.
First pitch on its way. Hit hard back up the middle. And that's through into center field. Base hit. And the go-ahead runs across to score from second as they take the lead 6-5.
Hey, talking about having a quality game, D-Row, with that base hit right there, that go-ahead RBI, that's his 4th run batted into the game.
I'm going to tell you what he's thinking right now, Dan. Bullpen, don't blow this for me because I'm getting my name in the paper and I'm getting interviewed big time after this.
Russell on second. Bishop on at first with 2 down. Line drive to center field, and he dives to make a spectacular catch. What a play there to end the inning. One more look at the full extension catch that strands 2 men on the base paths. Stepping up to the plate, King, Bishop. He came through with an RBI single in his last at-bat. Set and the pitch. Check swing, but he held up in time. Ball 1. As we near the end of this one, it's clear the long ball has played a big role in today's outcome. Dan, D-Row, what are your final thoughts on what we've seen?
Yeah, just non-competitive pitches in some big situations, Dan, and the offense took full advantage.
Yeah, you know, D-Row, one of the things about pitching is you want to have location, and it was obvious in this one today that the pitchers weren't on point, and what happens when that happens? Hitters make you pay, and the long ball was a big part of this one here.
Hey. 1-1 pitch is a circle change. It hits the target 1-2. Seven runs, 13 hits. No errors so far for the Cubbies. Still a ball and 2 strikes.
That wasn't a terrible pitch right there, but if he's going to execute and get this swing and a miss, he's going to have to get that ball a little bit further down, maybe even potentially bounce the next one.
He'll try again. 1-2, and another foul ball. Check swing, no swing, says the home plate umpire. Ball 2. And he's getting his money's worth up there now. It's full 3-2.
We could see the runner in motion here on a 3-2 count with 1 out. There's a pretty good chance he's going to get a pitch to swing at, and if not, it's ball 4 anyways.
3-2 pitch. Line toward the gap in left center. Feliz will range to his left as he tracks this one down in left center for the 2nd out of the inning.
That's one of those tough luck outs that'll drive you crazy as a hitter. He drove that fastball but couldn't get it down, so he has to take hard contact as a consolation.
Gavin Cicchini next. He'll be looking for something he could drive into the gap and drive home that tying run from first. The Reds down to their last strike. Now a swing and a fly ball, and this should do it. Catch is made, and the Cubs have come back to even up this series at a game apiece as this ball game is over.
Hey, we were really treated to a good one today. Bottom of the 8th proved to be the difference, though, and a good job here in the 9th to close the book on this one.
A tight one, 7-6, the final score tonight. The Cubs rack up a division-leading 40th victory of the season. Jose Santiago earns his 3rd win of the year in relief. Johnny Hager wraps it up for the save, his 25th of the year. So that'll put a wrap on things here this evening. For my partners Dan Plesac and Mark. Now from the windy city of Chicago, baseball from beautiful Wrigley Field. Today, the 3rd and final game in this 3-game series between the Cincinnati Reds and the Chicago Cubs. These two should provide some big-time fireworks. First pitch is coming up. Evan Rankin gets the ball in game 3 of the series. Dan, any thoughts?
One of the things that jumps out if you look at that stat sheet, a very high whip coming into this start. One of the things he's going to have to do a much better job, keep traffic off the bases, keep the walks down, try to limit the amount of hits. He's had a rough go of that so far this year. Let's see if he can turn it around in this one.
And that's through for a hit. So it's a leadoff base hit, and it makes for a good start to the inning for Cincinnati.
Tip your cap if you're the pitcher right there. That was a great battle. Couple of tough pitches. Offensive player.
Into the box now, King Bishop having a very nice year, currently 2nd in the NL batting chase. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. There's a strike. And guys, these Reds, as they enter play here this afternoon, they come off another loss last time out, and in fact they've dropped 3 of their last 4.
Matty, we've seen some good baseball in the first 2 games that is set, and expect another close one here. Both of the first 2 games decided by 1 run.
You know, Dero, when you get in these series like this, when 1 run means so much, you like to be able to be the team to score first, but both these games have been very close, and it's going to boil down to who gets the big hits in the 7th, 8th, and 9th inning.
The 1-1. Chopper foul. Russell stands at first with 1 out. Here's the 1-2. And he fouls this one off. Starts to go around, but the home plate umpire says he held up ball 2.
Great job to keep your hands back and not fully commit. The body was out in front on a great changeup right there, but he was able and strong enough to keep his hands back.
Here's the pitch on 2-2. Now a 58-foot curveball that misses for a ball.
Not a bad time right here to put that runner in motion. 3-2 count. You send the runner, and if it's a bad pitch, it's ball 4.
3-2 pitch. Back up the middle. And that finds its way through for a base hit.
Get down, slide.
And he will hasten his way back to first, where he's in there safely.
Dan, how frustrating that must be. 8-pitch at bat, and he's able to work a base hit.
Dero, he threw everything but the kitchen sink at him. He threw off-speed pitches, fastballs, and on the 8th pitch, left one out over the plate. Just enough for a base hit.
Now the Cubs' 4-hole hitter, Nick Williams, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. The 1-2. Runners off for second. Got him swinging to throw. Is not close as he's in there with a stolen base. And a chance now from the north side of Chicago to check out the Cubs starting lineup. Mark, daytime baseball at home. What do we need to know about these guys?
Well, Matt, this lineup finds themselves down 2 runs. Nothing crazy. Everyone relax. Stay within the game plan. Find a way to execute and get 1 run on the board and get back in this.
Ready now, Sean Perez, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield.
Come on.
Cicchini scoops it up onto first, and the Cubs squander what looked like a good opportunity as that ends the inning. Cubs strand a couple. They're still down. It's 2-0. So striding in, Kendrick Roach. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Kendrick Roach.
High fly ball out to straightaway center. Bishop is under it, and he makes the catch for out number 3. Reds are down in order as they're unable to add to their 2-0 lead. Leading off the inning, King, Bishop, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
A ball and no strikes. Bishop has a history in coming through in the clutch moments, of course. It's always a little bit of a debate whether or not being clutch is actually a trait that a player possesses. But with him, there's no denying it. We've seen him deliver in big moments repeatedly throughout his career. It just seems he elevates his game somehow when the pressure is on.
Yeah, Matty, he has definitely put that debate to rest. He has absolute ice water in his veins.
2-0 count, the pitch. Lifted the other way out to left center. Bader is after it. Looks it into his glove, and there's one gone. Digging in, Jack Reinheimer looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. High and deep to right center. Bishop sprinting after it. 1 away. All right, so time now for the Cubs Road to the Show report as we see a couple of prospects who have been performing at a high level in the upper minors. So striding forward now, Gavin Cicchini, and their runners at the corners now.
Gavin Cicchini.
The 1-2. High in the air out to center field. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. So 2 runs on 2 hits, no errors, and a couple of men left. So digging in now, King. Bishop will swing it from the left side right here.
Loves hitting left-handed off for right-handed pitchers, hitting over 300 against right-handed pitching.
First pitch of the at-bat. Swinging a ball hit softly on the ground. This gets foul. It's 0-1. And this one's downstairs. It's a ball and a strike. Hit on the ground down the first baseline, but this will get fouled. It's a ball and 2 strikes. The 1-2 is swung on and missed. He got him. So no runs on a hit here, no errors, 1 man left on. We're digging in, Kendrick Roach. He singled his last time up.
First baseman, Kendrick Roach.
Now the 1-1 pitch. Lifted the other way to left center. Bishop on the move. He gets to it and makes the catch for the first out. Stepping into the box, Andrew Knapp. 0 for 2 with a walk for him so far.
Andrew Knapp.
The 2-2 is crushed to straightaway center. No doubt about this one. That ball is gone. So it's a solo shot to dead center. 7 home runs for him on the year now, as they've widened this lead to 8 now.
Wow, not every call is going to go your way. There are some.
Now at the plate, King Bishop. He got called out on strikes his last time through.
Bishop.
From the stretch. Up around the face.
He's obviously been very impressive on the mound in this one, and I think the big reason why is his ability to stay out of the middle of the zone. That's kind of obvious, but it's clear to me that even when he misses his spots, he's not missing over the plate.
A 2-ball, no strike count to the Cubs center fielder. Now the 2-0. Too high, and it's 3-0.
He's been throwing strikes all day, so you're not up at the plate thinking he's going to walk you in this situation. You need to be aggressive and sit hard at the plate.
Now the 3-0 offering is taken, strike 1. Russell is off at first with 2 away. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. And
find the ball, find the ball.
It's down for extra bases. Russell is on his way home. He'll score easily as they inch back here, but there's still a ways to go. That triple just seems to be par for the course for him of late.
Yeah, Matty, he's seeing the ball extremely well. There's no doubt about that. You can see here that the body is calm. He keeps his hands back, and he just explodes through the baseball, winding up at third with another RBI under his belt.
So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Nick Williams, runner in scoring position with 2 guys. The 2-2 is a wave and a miss. He struck him out. Only 1 in the inning for the Cubs. We've played 8 full. Reds out in front, 8-1.
Wow, they were banging on all cylinders, from the leadoff man to the number 9 guy, the order. They absolutely cruised to a 7-run victory. If it were only always that easy, right?
8-1 is the final score.
A manager checks in with his ball club.
Now from the Peach State, we're just about set for evening baseball from SunTrust Park. Tonight, the opener of a 3-game series between the Chicago Cubs and the Atlanta Braves. It's Braves baseball on the show, and it starts right now. Aaron Nola gets the call for game 1 of the series. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, Aaron Nola coming on, the pride and joy of Louisiana State University. Kind of a 4-pitch mix. Fastball, slider, curveball, and change. None of his pitches rate really on a scale of 10. None of them are 8s or 9s, but he's solid and he throws strikes. You'll know early if he's on, he'll induce a lot of ground balls.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. And that misses for ball 1. Well, boys, these Braves, as they take the field here tonight, they come in the midst of a stretch where they've dropped 6 of their last 9.
Yeah, Matty V, and you know what, D-Row, now I guess it's time where you push that go button. You're getting a little sense of urgency. They find themselves in 3rd place, and if they want to be part of the postseason picture, it's time to get going and get going pronto.
Yeah, it's taken too long for this team to carve out any identity for themselves. They're going to have to find a way to get on a roll, offensively or pitch better. Something's got to change.
Fouled away. One out and a runner on second base. A little too tall that time. 3-1 now.
You would think in this situation, maybe with a base open, he'd just pitch around him and put him on first. But not with the guy in the on-deck circle. He's going to attack this hitter.
And that's low, ball 4. Up next will be Nick Williams. He was 1 for 4 with a 2-bagger in yesterday's game. Even at 2 balls and 2 strikes, here's the pitch. Well, this is hauled in by the second baseman. With that, a look at the Cubbies' starting lineup. D-Row, what do you got on this lineup in the series opener?
Matty, this lineup is built on one thing, and that's moving the ball over the fence. This is a station-to-station team. Not a lot of speed in this lineup, but they don't need much speed when they're moving traffic to both gaps.
The 1-2 is swung on and missed, strike 3. Cubs strand a couple, and now the Braves will get their initial shot here. No score. Coming to the plate now, King Bishop, and he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here. First pitch coming. Here it is. Missed with a breaking ball. A man on third with 2 down. A 2-ball, no strike count to the Cubs center fielder.
They obviously circled him before the game that they were not going to let him beat them. Walked him this first time up, and now they're nibbling again.
The 2-0 is in there for strike 1. Now the 2-1 is a fastball that misses.
This is where you cash your checks right here. 3-1. You're one of the best hitters in the game. You live for situations like this.
Boy, not close again. His 3rd walk of the inning as that misses for ball 4. So that's the 2nd walk he's worked in this one.
Yeah, and that seems to be a popular approach when this guy steps in. He can really hurt you with one swing, so I think the idea is mostly not to let this one guy beat you, Matt.
Striding in once again, Nick Williams. Hit it hard but lined out in his first at-bat. Trying to hang a 0. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him, and the inning is over. So no runs in the inning despite 3. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Bryant Hernandez. He drew a walk his first time up.
Hernandez.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. High in the air out to center field. Bishop is going to get there. He's got it one away. Ready once again, King. Bishop, as the switch hitter, will take his cuts left-handed here.
Bishop.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Another slow breaking ball that misses down low.
Obviously, the game plan wasn't to let this guy beat you right here. He's already walked twice, and that pitch out of the zone tells me they want nothing to do with him.
And a fastball here that's taken for ball 2.
Well, 2-0 now, and this is where he makes his money. If he gets a pitch to hack at, you can bet he's not going to hold back.
2 runs, 5 hits. No errors so far for the Cubbies. In the dirt. It's 3-0 now.
As a pitcher, you got to feel good that you had him out front. Even though he didn't pot commit on that one, it opens up a lot of weapons for you to go high fastball or throw even a better off-speed pitch.
And he takes ball 4 again, and they clearly just don't want any part of him in this one.
And with the bases empty and 3 balls, I think they were probably just saying, hey, we're not going to compound our mistakes here. Better issue a free pass and give him something to drive.
Ready for another chance? Nick Williams, 0 for 2 for him to this point. Bishop leads off first with 1 away. In the air out toward right field. Harper has a read on it. And he makes the catch for the second out. Here's the young catcher, Wilson Contreras. He comes in 1 for 2 with that home run he hit earlier. Ready on 0-2. And there he goes towards second. Now here's a drive out to right center field.
Find the ball, find the ball.
And the go-ahead runs in to score as they break the tie. It's 3-2.
Definitely an aggressive approach here, down 0-2 in the count. Instead of shortening his swing and protecting the plate, he takes a big rip and is able to drive it deep for a couple of bases.
And now Bryce Harper, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Here's a drive out toward left center field. Reyes rounds third and is digging for the plate. The runner from first crosses the plate. It's a 4-3 game.
With that base hit right there, D-Row, that's his 3rd RBI of the game. More importantly, his team's now ahead.
Yeah, these are the special ones. He's had a great approach.
Digging in once again, Buddy Morant. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. The 1-2. Lifted the other way out to left center. Bishop on the move. Makes the catch, but the runner from third breaks for home. They'll cash in here as the run is in to score from third.
Obviously, he's hoping for more up there with the bases loaded, but you can't be too upset with the sac fly.
Digging in the switch hitter, King. Bishop. And it's a strange line developing for him in this one. He's been walked several times.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
Swung on, and this ball is absolutely crushed. Forget about it. Gone to lead off the inning. So a solo shot here to left center field. Number 31 for him on the season, as it is now an 8-4 ball game.
Wow, that's a tough one. Certainly not the way you want to start your day as a relief pitcher, giving up a home run.
Striding in to start the ninth, King, Bishop, and they'll need him to get something going here.
They look like they're up against it here, down 3 on the road, trying to come back against the closer.
First delivery to him on the way. And it's fouled away. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. As we near the end of this one, it's clear the long ball has played a big role in today's outcome. Dan, D-Row, what are your final thoughts on what we've seen?
Yeah, just non-competitive pitches in some big situations, Dan, and the offense took full advantage.
Yeah, you know, D-Row, one of the things about pitching is you want to have location, and it was obvious in this one today that the pitchers weren't on point, and what happens when that happens? Hitters make you pay, and the long ball was a big part of this one here.
And he pulled up in time, but it's a called strike 2. Hard liner toward short, and a base hit, so the leadoff man is aboard.
Hey, excellent job right there, leading off the inning with a base hit. We got to keep this line moving. We cannot stop. Nobody can make an out. We have to find a way to put 2 men, maybe 3 men, put some pressure on this defense.
Ready for another shot now, Nick Williams. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. The 0-1 pitch. Slowly hit to first. I don't think they can get 2. 1 there, but no real shot at 2 as he's safe easily at first.
That's a really difficult turn for a first baseman. Well, maybe a little bit of a problem is they had to wind up going to that bullpen quite a bit. 5 pitchers are going to combine to finish this one to get the win.
8-5 tonight. Atlanta used a nice 5th inning to take the lead, and they never gave it back. Tom Hart wins his 4th game out of the bullpen this year. Josh Hader records the save, his 22nd. Now from Cobb County, Georgia, we're live inside SunTrust Park. Tonight, Game 2 of this 3-game series between the Chicago Cubs and the Atlanta Braves. 2 of the best bats in the business go at it next on the show. John Cortez gets the starting assignment for the Braves. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, in this day and age where we're all into numbers and statistics, look at this whip, 1.10 or less. He has a sub 1.1. That's not an easy thing to do, especially in today's game where we see teams scoring a lot of runs. He doesn't walk very many guys, and he doesn't give up that many hits either. This is a real good pitcher and should be fun to watch pitch in this one.
Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Here's a sinker to start him out, but he wouldn't bite. It's ball 1. Now, boys, these Braves, as they take the field here tonight, they come in here hoping to make it 2 in a row as they broke a 3-game skid with a victory last time out.
Yeah, Matty, I always felt like these were huge games, whether it's earlier in the season or later in the season, to find a way to get to 500. You feel like you can start fresh and start pushing in a different direction. You cannot continue to ride that seesaw of win 1, lose 1. This team has to get hot. Starts today.
Swung on and driven to right, and no doubt about it. And goodbye. This one ain't coming back. A two-run blast to straightaway right field. 32 now for the season as the Cubs are out in front now 2-0.
Well, he hit a homer last night, too, so it's obvious that he's in a groove right now. My advice to this staff, don't give him anything he can extend his arms on. You do, and he's going to make you pay for it, just like he did.
Ready to take his hacks again, King Bishop, as he'll look to follow up the two-run homer he launched over the wall last time up. He's set. Here it comes. On a line to shortstop. And the runner gets back. No double play. Digging in for his second at-bat, John Aldrich. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Aldrich.
Comes set, and the 0-1. Lifted in the air out towards left center. Calling for it, De La Rosa. Two gone.
No runner. Hold it right there.
Digging in to try it again, Kyle Farmer. He was a strikeout victim in his first try.
Farmer.
Drives it out to deep right center field. Chasing after it is Williams. He gets there, and that's the second out. King Bishop will stand in here, but before he does, let's take you back to the very first inning. This was a two-run home run right out of the gate that really got these guys off to a fast start. Here's the first pitch to him. And he takes a pitch that's ruled a strike at the knees. Pretty liberal strike zone there. It's 0-1. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. Now the 1-1 pitch is laid off for ball 2. Two runs, 3 hits, no errors so far for the Cubbies. Lifted the other way out to left center. Figueroa is after it, and that's the second out of the inning. The next Cub up, King Bishop.
Center fielder, King Bishop.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Comes right after him with a fastball for a strike. Dykes is a guy known for his lights-out stuff. He tends to rack up strikeout numbers at a very high rate. However, he does at times get wild. Walks have come back to bite him on more than one occasion.
You know, it's not uncommon, Matty V, for a relief pitcher to come in with really good stuff. And it seems like he's either really hit-miss. He'll rack up a lot of strikeouts, but if he's not quite on, he'll also rack up a lot of base on balls, and that can cause a pitching coach and a manager to really start to pull their hair out.
Swing and a miss as he pulled the string on him. 1-2. Trying to strike out the side. Here it is. Ball 2. 2 runs, 4 hits. No errors so far for the Cubbies. Started to go. Did he hold up in time? Yes, says the first base umpire. It's ball 3 now. Fouled off. Another full count offering on its way. Started to go around, but it's a called third strike anyway, and that will retire the side. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs, but they're on top 2-0. Stepping in for the Braves, Kyle Farmer. He comes to the plate as the last chance for his side. 2 out here in the 9th. Lifted in the air to straightaway center. Bishop has it in his tracks. Makes the catch, and that's the ball game.
Anytime you can win a game, let alone on the road, you have to feel really good about yourself. It's not easy going into that other team's ballpark and coming out with a win, but they did just that.
A 4-1 finish in this evening's game. The Chicago Cubs jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. Blake Snell earns his 6th winning decision in this one. Johnny Hager hammers down the save, his 26th. So that'll just about do it. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. For more, don't forget to check out the Show18.com.
Here now is the final line score tonight. First for the victorious Chicago Cubs.
And welcome, everyone. Our situation has bases empty, 2 out in the inning. So in now for Chicago, King Bishop, and he's getting his first plate appearance here in the 8th after entering off the bench just a little bit ago. First delivery to him on the way. A swing and a high drive to right center field. Figueroa racing back, still going back, and it's gone as they add still another. Solo shot to right center, number 33 on the year, as this is now a 7-run ball game.
I think it's time to start pitching around this guy. He's hit 3 home runs already in this series. I'm not sure what more they need to see, but this is not the guy I want to be pitching to right now.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for Chicago, number 24, Archie Gardania.
Wow, they were banging on all cylinders from the leadoff man to the number 9 guy, the owner. They absolutely cruised to a 7-run victory. If it were only always that easy, right?
10-3 at the end of this contest. The Chicago Cubs jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. Ken Charles with his 4th win this season. Felipe Francisco struggled and gets the loss after giving up 6 earned. So that's it for us this afternoon. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, log on to theshownation.com.
Here now is our final line score this afternoon. First for the victorious Chicago Cubs. 10 runs, 12 hits, no errors. They left 3 men on base. For Atlanta, 3 runs.
Tonight we've got baseball from the banks of the Allegheny, PNC Park in Pittsburgh. Game 1 of this 4-game set straight ahead between the Chicago Cubs and the Pittsburgh Pirates. Pirates baseball starts right now. Israel Castro, a right-handed native of the Dominican Republic, will be the starter. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, you can't always judge a pitcher by the numbers. I know the ERA is into the 4s coming into this start, but he's actually a pretty solid pitcher. And every once in a while, he can throw some decent games in there. It's not easy having an ERA under 4 in baseball. He's slightly over that, but this guy's a better pitcher than that ERA indicates.
Settling in now, King Bishop. First shot for him here as he enters play, currently leading the senior circuit in batting. First pitch on its way. And he'll try to take control of the inside part of the plate here as that misses. Dero, Dan, we look at this Pirates ball club as they enter play here tonight. Now, they've been on a pretty good roll of late. Winners of 7 of their last 8 ball games.
Yeah, Matty, when you get off to a slow start, all you want to do is get back to that 500 number, and you don't care how you get there. Well, this team has done exactly that, and today starts the first day. Hopefully they find a way to get away.
And the catcher grabs it to retire the side. The inning is over. Nothing doing here in the opening half inning. It's the Cubs 0, Pirates coming to bat. You're watching Major League Baseball on the Show. At the plate, King Bishop. His last at-bat didn't go his way as he popped out in foul territory. Here's the first pitch to him. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Costa is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. So they go down without a whimper here. We'll move on to the bottom of inning number 3, and we are tied 0-0. Set to get his evening at the plate started, James Aoki, and it's been a real struggle for him with the bat so far this year, looking to get things turned around in a hurry. This is in the air out to straightaway center. Bishop is camped under this one, and that's out number 2. Ready now, King Bishop. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ball game.
Bishop.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Tried to check it, and it's 0-1.
0-1.
Cubs to this point have yet to break into the hit column. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. The 1-1. A swing and a shot hit down the corner, and that nearly broke our tie, but instead it's a foul ball. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Well, I'll tell you, he's not hitting over 300 by luck. He really knows the strike zone and his own strengths. That last take is a great example.
And they're working the outer half here, but that one's wide for ball 3. No runs, no hits, no errors so far for the Cubbies. And a swing and a miss, so the NL's leading hitter is set down on strikes, and there are 2 gone.
I really liked it. He gave up nibbling out of the zone trying to get him to chase. That wasn't working, so he just reached back and fired a good old country hardball fastball right by him.
Up next for the Buccos, James Aoki. He flew out in his last at-bat.
This game is rolling right along as we move into the middle innings with no score. You'd think by now one of these two teams would be able to get some base runners on and get them in, but that hasn't been the case.
And he reaches up to track this one down for the first out, and he had to go a long way to get to that ball. So the shutout still intact here in the sixth as we check out the league leaderboard for team ERA. And as of right now, these guys find themselves in the number 5 spot in that category in the NL. Stepping into the box, King Bishop. Been a rough go of things at the plate for him so far, but his guys are looking for him to change that right here.
Yeah, nothing better than coming through for the boys in a tight game, Matt, especially when you're kind of due to do something productive.
And with first base open, it looks as though they'll go after the next guy with the force at any base now in order and 2 men gone.
And this is the right move here. With first base open, take the bat out of this guy's hands every single time.
So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Alexis De La Rosa, in a big at-bat in this one. 2 on, 2 away here in the 8th. Now a move over to first, and he just manages to get his hand in. Just 1 hit apiece for both of these clubs. And he misses with it for ball 4, so the bases will be loaded now with 2 away.
That's a big no-no. He obviously had to work carefully with 2 men on, but he did not want to walk him to load the bases. Now he's really got his work cut out for him. We'll see how he fares here.
Oh, and he misses for ball 4, and he's forced in the go-ahead run.
3 of those pitches were definitely out of the zone, but that last pitch looked pretty darn good to me. You're not usually going to get many favorable calls on 3-0, though. You have to earn that spot.
Coming to the plate now, J.D. Davis. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far. Oh, and it misses ball 4, and that will force home a run.
Man, when you're trailing, you hate to give up any runs, but...
So the next to the plate for Pittsburgh, Chris Bostic. He struck out swinging in his last trip to the plate.
Starting to run out of time. They haven't been able to score any runs as we're moving late into this one. A perfect time for this leadoff guy to try to get on.
A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Horton racing back, but he can't get to this one. It's off the wall. And he's going to get to second now with nobody out. Cutting it close here, but he comes through in the 8th to extend his hitting streak.
Yeah, and he was staring at his last at-bat right there, or probably his last at-bat. Would have been tough to get him another AB in this one, but he's able to get it done. Hey.
You know, it's always nice to get that first one under your belt when you start a 4-game series on the road. Takes a little bit of the wind out of the sails of the guys in the home dugout and gives you confidence to come back and do it again tomorrow.
This evening's game finishes 2-0 the final score. Chicago came through late, taking the lead in the 8th to secure the victory. Philip Park earns his 6th winning decision in this one as he finishes 7 innings, allowing only 1 hit. Israel Castro takes the loss despite... Now from the north shore of the Allegheny River, we're inside beautiful PNC Park in Pittsburgh. Tonight, the second of 4 between the Chicago Cubs and the Pittsburgh Pirates. Going to be an interesting contrast in styles in this one as one of baseball's hardest throwers goes head-to-head with a top finesse arm. Next, Alex Reyes gets the start for Pittsburgh in this one. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, Matt. 5 full innings for this guy in his last one. You couldn't really consider that a powerhouse outing. He was able to get a no decision, but I'm sure he and the team are looking for a lot more in this one today.
So digging in now, King Bishop. He comes in today leading the National League in hitting this year.
King Bishop.
He's set, and the pitch started to go around, but it's ruled strike one anyway. Dero, Dan, we look at this Pirates ball club as they enter play here tonight. They dropped another one last time out, and in fact, they've won just twice in their last 8 tries.
Yeah, Matty V, and you know what, Dero? Now I guess it's time where you push that go button. You're getting a little sense of urgency. They find themselves in 3rd place, and if they want to be part of the postseason picture, it's time to get going and get going pronto.
Yeah, it's taken too long for this team to carve out any identity for themselves. They're going to have to find a way to get on a roll, offensively or pitch better. Something's got to change.
Swing, high drive, deep down the left field line. This ball
Make the
is
turn.
slicing.
Look, pick it up.
And this will wind up being nothing more than a long foul ball, and it'll hold the count at 0-2. Another one sent foul.
Watch your lips in the first couple rows there. He got the head out on that changeup. Good thing they enforced the new netting rules this year.
The 0-2 once more. Misses. That's ball 1.
This kind of hitter right here, we call this guy a grinder. What are grinders? They just kind of foul off some good pitches. They lay off the pitches just off the plate. This is every pitcher's nightmare, a guy that's up there with a plan and not just up there swinging at anything that you throw towards home plate.
And there are the umpires assigned to this one. Calling balls and strikes is Mr. Carl Dixon.
Hey, Dero, one of the things you have to be aware of as a hitter from Carl Dixon, he'll call that high strike.
Yeah, he will. So you better be on top of your game with 2 strikes, because if they elevate, good chance Carl Dixon's punching your ticket. Great job to keep your hands back and not fully commit. The body was out in front on a great changeup right there, but he was able and strong enough to keep his hands back.
Another full count offering on its way, and he lays off here. A nice job. It's ball 4. 1st and 2nd now with 1 away.
2 ways to look at this walk. If you're the hitting coach, you say that's a great AB. Down 0-2 and you work the walk. But if you're a pitcher like me, that's just a case of letting a guy off the hook, and that can really frustrate you.
Batting 4.
Up next will be Nick Williams. Great chance to drive in a run here in the early going.
All right, you're here.
Great effort on the dive, but it's through into left. And they'll hold that runner at 3rd as everybody moves up a base, and they're loaded with 1 away.
Man, I thought this at bat was over. Down 0-2. He's able to work himself back into a hitter's count 2-2, and he's able to find a knockout there.
Standing in now with runners in scoring position, Wilson Contreras, and he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here. Working for the punch out and the offering, and that misses. Ball 4. A run will come in to score. Stepping into the box, J.D. Davis, and a great chance here for the Cubbies to add on in just the 1st inning. Hit hard on the ground to 2nd, and that'll get on through into right field for a base hit. 1 run is scored, and he's going to score with ease as the throw will be too late.
Well, that's the swing right there.
Man, that's a nice job by the batter right there, keeping the front side in. Not easy on a curveball. Would have been easy to throw the front side and hook that foul, but he was able to stay inside and drive it for a base hit.
Set to get his evening at the plate started, Dana Costa, batting just a notch below 300 so far on the season. Now here it comes. Back up the middle. And the inning will continue as that's through for a 2-out hit. He has success with 2 out, and the bottom of the 1st stays moving.
Nice execution right there, Dan. Kept his front shoulder in, kept his hands inside the baseball, and ripped the base hit up the middle.
And if you're a pitcher right there, you can't get discouraged. Sometimes even when you make a good pitch.
Now at the plate, King Bishop. He scored after reaching on a walk in his first at-bat. First pitch coming. Here it is. And he just misses with a curveball. Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. Now he gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. And a front foot curveball here that misses down and in for ball 2.
It's one thing to get hit around, but it's far worse when you're getting yourself into trouble by not throwing strikes. Every pitcher's been there, but it doesn't make it any less frustrating or unacceptable.
2 out, nobody on. High in the air into shallow left center. Costa moving in. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. Cubs are down in order, but they lead it 3-0. Stepping in, King Bishop. He flew out in his last at-bat.
King Bishop.
First pitch coming. Here it is. And there's one well above the zone for a ball.
Boy, if you're going to throw a pitch like that to this guy, you have to make sure it's up above the zone like that. He can't do a whole lot with that, but if it were a little lower, he can and will make you pay big time.
The windup and the 1-0 pitch. And I believe he broke the plane of the plate there. He most certainly did. It's a ball and a strike. And he lays off the pitch down and away. Ball 2. Now the 2-1. Squared that one up just a little late. 3 runs, 4 hits. No errors so far for the Cubbies. Never tempted to swing at that ball down low. It's ball 3.
3-2 counts are usually a time to challenge the hitter, but I think he'll be careful here. Shoot for the corner, and if you miss and you walk him, so what? That's better than him putting one in the seats.
And he lost him here on 3-2 as that pitch misses. It's ball 4.
And I'm sure the manager is just fine with that. I mean, it's better to battle a slugger like that to the end and end up walking him than serving one up where he can really hurt you.
Up next will be Nick Williams. Couple of singles to his credit thus far. Bishop, base runner at first with 1 out. Perhaps sensing he's going to look to first, and he'll get back in safely. Swinging a soft liner, but this is speared by the first baseman. Here's the young catcher, Wilson Contreras. Comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. 3 runs, 4 hits. No errors so far for the Cubbies. Sharp ground ball to third. That's through for a base hit, and he's 1 for 2 now. Oh, but the feed to the shortstop is off the mark.
He looked a little bit out in front right there, but he's able to pull that ground ball through the hole for a single.
J.D. Davis the next at bat. He's working on a 1 for 2 game so far. Now a fastball as he just reared up and let that one fly, and the inning is over. Cubs strand a couple. They lead it 3-0. And that brings in Hunter Dozier.
Third baseman.
Lifted in the air out towards left center. Bishop giving chase, and that's the first out of the inning. All right, so time now for the Cubs Road to the Show report, as we see a couple of prospects who have been performing at a high level in the upper minors. Into the box, King. Bishop. He'll swing it from the left side right here.
Loves hitting left-handed off for right-handed pitchers, hitting over 300 against right-handed pitching.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Hit hard on the ground to second. And that is through into right field for a single. So he picks on the first pitch here and is able to extend the inning.
Obvious pitch recognition right there. 0-0 changeups usually get guys out in front, but he was able to stay back, recognize it, and drive it for a base hit.
Now the Cubs' four-hole hitter, Nick Williams. He lined out in his last trip, so looking for better fortunes here. Two quick strikes, and now the 0-2. Now a bunt attempt here. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. One left for the Cubs. They're up 3-2. Anthony Santander, the next to bat. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one.
This thing's far from over, even though we're moving into the back end of this game. Only down by 1. All they need to do is get this leadoff guy, and they're an extra base hit away from tying this thing up.
And he jumps on this one. It's high and deep to center. Bishop looks up. That one is out of here. This game is tied. So it's a solo shot to dead center. Home run number 9 on the year. And the Pirates have come back to tie the game at 3.
Well, the skipper called on him for a reason, and I can guarantee you one thing. That was not what...
In now, Brian Cedeno, runner in scoring position with Sugan. Go-ahead runs in scoring position here with 2 down. Sent out to straightaway center field. Bishop moves over. He hauls it in, and the potential go-ahead run will not come around to score. Pirates get just the 1, and that's all. 8th inning coming up, and we are all tied at 3 apiece. Digging in and looking for more, King. Bishop, he singled his last time up.
Bishop.
Here comes the first pitch. Drilled to first. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. 3 up, 3 down.
Hey, it took them an extra frame to do it, but hey, they're not going to complain as they lock up a nice road victory here in 10 innings.
And it's a 4-3 finish in this evening's ball game. Chicago posted a 3-run first to propel them to the win. Archie Cardenas gets the win in relief, his 6th of the season. Johnny Hager closes the door for the save. From one of the best ballparks you'll find in the sport, PNC Park in Pittsburgh. Tonight it's game 3 of this 4-game set between the Chicago Cubs and the Pittsburgh Pirates. Stay tuned for Pirates baseball next. Juan Chacin will do the pitching in game 3 of the series. What's your take on him, Dan?
One of the things that jumps out if you look at that stat sheet, a very high whip coming into this start. One of the things he's going to have to do a much better job, keep traffic off the bases, keep the walks down, try to limit the amount of hits. He's had a rough go of that so far this year. Let's see.
Now it's driven the other way with some authority. Headed toward
Take a turn. Look, pick it up.
And he pushed it just a bit too much. It'll wind up a foul ball. Dero, Dan, we look at this Pirates ball club as they enter play here tonight. They come in playing reasonably well of late, though they have dropped their last 2 in a row.
Yeah, Matty, they lost their last game. It was only by 1 run. They should be able, those are the tough ones, but they should be able to put this one behind them.
Evans, a runner at first with 1 gone in the inning. Hit sharply, but foul down the right side. hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Started to chase there. They'll appeal it down to third, and no swing. It's ball 2. The 2-2.
Come on, run it.
Hit back up the middle. Fielded cleanly. Step on the bag for 1. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. 1 hit's all they get. It's at the plate, Felipe Lopez. And as you take a look at the splits here, he's actually better against right-handed pitching this season. None out, runners at first and second. Lifted in the air to center field. Bishop moves over. He makes the play. Runner tags and hits for third. The relay throw, and he'll get into third here on the fly out, so he's 90 feet away here with 1 gone. Now a moment here at PNC to take a look at the Pirates lineup card in this one. Mark, what's your take on him against one of the best starters in the game?
Hey, this lineup's got to do it a little bit differently.
Coming to the plate now, King Bishop, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here.
Loves hitting left-handed off for right-handed pitchers, hitting over 300 against right-handed pitching.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And no swing, apparently. Ball 1. A 2-ball, no strike count to the Cubs center fielder.
Boy, this is a spot you really don't want to be in with a great hitter like this. 2-0 count. We'll see right here if he lays one in there to give him a pitch to swing at.
3-0 now. A runner on first with 2 away. And there's a strike as he'll try to work his way back. It's 3-1.
Got to believe he had the green light in that situation. 2 outs, 3-0 count. This guy can certainly handle the bat. That's a perfect situation to let him loose. But I love the fact that he's keyholed in a certain area, and it wasn't what he was looking for.
A little bouncer.
Full count with 2 outs now, so if he could put the ball in the gap somewhere, he could have a good shot of driving in a run because the runner at first will be in motion.
Bounce it to the left side. He's got it. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. A run, a hit, and a man left. We'll head now to the home half of inning number 3. The Cubbies are in front. Now at the plate, Hunter Dozier. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
Left fielder, Hunter Dozier.
High fly ball out to straightaway center. Bishop will wait on it. 2 gone. Now at the plate, Chris Bostic.
Now batting, second baseman, Chris Bostic.
Fly ball out toward left center field. And he will get there as he had to cover a lot of ground to make that play. And that ends the inning. Nothing across here this half of the inning. On to the top of inning number 5 we go. All tied at 1-1. Ready once again, King Bishop. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. From the stretch. And he lays off there, 1-0. And maybe a little frustrated on the mound here as the fastball misses for ball 2 now. Here comes the 2-0 pitch. Takes a high fastball for a strike.
Pretty adamant about working him inside right now. Back-to-back fastballs, and that one was able to find the zone.
Has a look, now the pitch. Hits it high and deep out to center field. Santander looks up. And they take the lead. It's gone. Two-run shot to straightaway center. 34 home runs now on the year. And with it, the Cubs have taken a 3-1 lead.
Boy, when the leading MVP candidate steps into the box, I'm not sure it's wise to challenge him, especially with a pitch like this. But they do, and he makes them pay for their mistake.
King. Bishop will stand in again as we flash you back to the middle innings here. This was a big blow, a two-run home run that really got his guys going. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Now it's driven the other way with some authority. Headed toward the foul ball.
Here you go. Find the ball. Find the ball.
He just couldn't keep that ball fair as it winds up a long foul ball. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Missed with a slider. We're in the 7th now. 4-1 our score to this point. And he lays off it to even the count 2-2. Here now the 2-2. Pulled toward right center field. Cedeno has a beat on it. And that's the first out of the inning. Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Brian Cedeno. He's 1 for 2 in the ball game.
Even though we're moving into the back end of this game, they're only down by a couple of runs. You know that old slogan, a bloop and a blast. They could certainly use that right now.
Bishop moves over. And he hauls it in for the first out of the inning. Striding in once again, King. Bishop. He flew out in his last at-bat.
King Bishop.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. And a good idea to hold off on that swing. It's ball 1. Here's a look over to first. And he'll get dirty, but he's back in safely. De La Rosa stands at first with 1 out. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0. Now a check swing, but it's strike 1 anyway, says the home plate umpire. Throw over to first. A dive, but he's back. The 2-1 home is a changeup that's looked at for a ball. The 3-1 finds the zone to fill the count. 3-2.
Snuck that high hard one by him without a swing, but that's a pitch and location he can do a lot of damage with. Got to be careful doing that.
Runners on first with one down. Now a ball sliced out of play down the left field line.
I know it's a guessing game, but usually when you flip that coin, it better come up fastball at this level. You cannot be late right there. That was right in the wheelhouse.
Working for the punch out and the offering. And this is fouled at the plate. Holds off on the slider, and that's a good idea as it's ball 4.
Man, that's just painful for a pitcher right there. A 3-2 offering that was right on the corner, but he couldn't get him to chase, and he doesn't get the call. Can't beat yourself up about that one too much.
Digging in and looking for more, Nick Williams. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Dozier is there, and he brings it in for the second out of the inning. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Caden Rosado. He'll swing it from the left side right here. 2 men are on with 2 men out. And he struck him out. So a good pitch there, and now they're going to need to string some hits together in this last at-bat if they want to get back in this thing. Cubs strand a couple as they hold on to a 4-1 lead.
Man, they came in here with a mission, and that mission is almost complete. They've won the first 3 games of this series and would love to seal the road sweep with a victory tomorrow.
A 4-1 finish in this evening's game. The Cubbies rode an important 6th inning to victory in this one. Lucas Giolito earns his 6th win. MLB Network's coverage of Major League Baseball is on the air. Should be a fun Father's Day matchup between the Chicago Cubs and the Pittsburgh Pirates. The Cubs have now won 5 consecutive games. They'll aim to continue their winning streak next. Ronaldo Gonzalez, a right-handed native of the Dominican Republic, will be the starter. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, this guy's a fun guy to watch pitch. Not necessarily an overpowering guy. Has an ERA in the low 3s. But one thing he knows how to do, he knows how to pitch, and he knows how to minimize damage. If you're going to have an ERA in the low 3s in this day and age, you're doing a lot of things right. And this guy should be fun to watch in this one.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field.
Get out, get out, get out.
Throw to third. But too late, and he's safe at third.
That had to be in the scouting report right there. You don't see too many 0-0 breaking ball ambushes in the game anymore. He had to know that pitch was coming.
Up next will be Nick Williams, and their runners at the corners now.
The right fielder, number 5, Nick Williams.
Now a throw over to first. Runner back safely. And again a throw, and he'll dive back in safely. Runners are at first and third, 1 away. Another throw over, and a dive, but he's back. The 3-1. That's lifted the other way out to left. Costa is in pursuit. He's there to make the catch, and here comes the runner from third as this should get him on the board. The runner from third crosses the plate, and they've taken a 1-0 lead.
Great job there by this power hitter. Known for driving the ball out of the ballpark. Does the job right there with the sac fly and brings the run home.
Batting fifth,
Digging in now, Caden Rosado. He'll get to take his first cuts here. And now they've got him in a rundown. And try as he might, but he can't escape the tag there in the inning. One run. Leading off the inning, Ronaldo Gonzalez, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up. Nothing in one count. Here it comes. High in the air and drifting out to shallow center. Bishop has it in his tracks. He's got it one away. And with one away, let's give you a look at the standings in the NL Central entering play as you see where these two teams sit in relation to one another. Ready for another chance. King Bishop. He reached on a single in his first try.
King Bishop.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. A fastball, and he swings through it to fall behind.
You might see a change of game plan right here from the pitcher and catcher. They have to find a way to get these guys off that early count heater. Look for a little bit of change of pace.
Comes set with the 0-1.
Come on,
Short,
get here, get here, get here.
Peraza comes up with it. Throw to first in time. One gone here in the fourth. And while we have a moment, here's a look at the Pirates' Road to the Show report. Two guys there that this organization has to be happy about. Anthony Santander, the next to bat. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Soft liner towards center, and the Pirates are in the hit column.
Man, he got the front foot down right there, kept the front shoulder tough, and was able to stay inside that ball for a soft liner in the center field.
So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Brian Cedeno. He got called out on strikes his last time through. The 1-2. High and deep to right center. Chasing after it is Williams. He tracks it down, and that will end the inning. So put another 0 on the board as they've been held scoreless through 5. 5 innings complete. It's the Cubs 1 and the Pirates nothing. Ready for another shot now. King Bishop, a hit in 2 tries so far. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. A fastball down near the shoe tops.
This is the guy they're going to have to be careful with. He could put 3 runs on the board in a hurry, so expect them to try to get him to chase something out of the zone if they can.
In for a strike. It's 1-1. De La Rosa over at second. Russell at first. 1 gone. And the pitch misses low and away for ball 2.
Well, I know the last thing he wants to do is load the bases right here, so the pressure is on right now to get back in the strike zone.
He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. Pulled toward right center field. Bostic is calling for it. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away.
Boy, he showed some pretty good range, heading pretty deep.
Digging in once again, Chris Bostic. He's 0 for 2 with a strikeout in this one. The windup and the 0-1. Hit high and deep to right center. Bishop on the move. He can't get there in time, and now it hops over the wall for a ground rule double. Well, it took him till the 7th, but he gets his first hit of the game here, and that'll extend his hitting streak. Digging in the switch hitter, King Bishop. He flew out in his last at-bat. And ball 4 now as he'll take first on the intentional walk.
That's what's called getting the treatment. Everyone knows he's a power threat with the bat, so it's all about not letting him be the guy that beats you.
So in now for Chicago, Nick Williams, who drove in 2 runs on a double in his last at-bat. Now the 3-2 pitch. Heading out towards shallow right. Cedeno is there. And the inning is over.
Well, just an excellent job right here closing this one out. He just collected the first save of his career. Got to start somewhere.
3-0 the final score in this one today.